Now, an aquarium heater is quite important for keeping the temperature nice and warm, but equally or sometimes more important, depending on what you're keeping in the aquarium and where you live, a chiller can be super important too. And what a chiller does is the opposite to a heater. So if you want to keep a tank like this at say 25 degrees, you tend to have the chiller so it turns on at above say 26 degrees, and you want the heater so it turns on if the temperatures stay below 24 degrees. And you don't want that crossover to be too similar, otherwise you might find that your heater's turning on and your chiller's turning on at the same time, which is obviously a waste of time. So if you have that, you can just change the settings to ensure that there is a nice little gap, but obviously you don't want the gap to be too much. A gap of say 2 degrees is usually pretty good. Now with a chiller or a heater, they're basically on or they're off. So they're not heat up a bit to heat the tank up a bit, or cool a bit to cool the tank a bit. Either the chiller's on and it's chilling, or it's not on and it's not chilling. It's just on or it's off. The same as a heater. It's on or it's off. So sizing heaters and chillers can be interesting because there are a lot of factors that go into it. And in general, the bigger the unit you get, the safer it's going to be. But you might have an idea in your head about how long your chiller might be on, but that might not be the case in real life. Or you might have an idea in your head of how long the heater should be on, but that might not be the case in real life, because your situation is your situation and it is what it is. And it is not the case where your chiller needs to chill colder, or your heater needs to chill hotter, or vice versa, because basically with these units they're either on or they're off, and it is only the time that they're on or the time that they're off that allows them to chill different bodies of water. And the other major factor as well is water flow, because if the water is going through the chamber too fast or going through the chiller too fast, then the contact time is often not enough and the unit might not be efficient. At the same time, you don't want it to go too slow, because the tank does have to turn over a certain amount of times per hour to be exposed to the temperature increase or decrease. So anyway, basically chillers and heaters turn on and they turn off, and the water flow through the chamber is another factor. Also with things like chillers, keeping the air vents clean, because they've got air filters in them. If they get dirty, that's going to be another factor. And also, if you go and put too much crap in front of them, then they won't be able to be efficient. And if you go and close the doors and there's not enough airflow, then that can be a major problem as well.